All right, next category. We've had elite, almost elite, and really good. The next category. Pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid. We got a lot.
It's a big list.
We got a lot of players that fall in this pretty solid
Okay.
range.
Yep.
Ryan Mountcastle, Seth Brown, Jake Cronenworth, Trey Mancini, Rowdy Tellez, Yuli Gurriel, Luke Voigt, Joey Votto, Josh Naylor, Vinny Pasquantino, Jared Walsh, Garrett Cooper, and Isaac Paredes of the Rays. A lot of names here.
Mm-hmm.
One that I wanted to highlight was Yuli Gurriel.
Mm-hmm.
Coming off of a year in 2021 where he won a Gold Glove Award and the batting title in the American League. Alas, he took a big step back last year. He is getting older, and it felt like he was due for a step back. He hit 242 last year with 8 home runs and 53 RBIs. Big step back. For that reason, I have him in the pretty solid territory. But I think coming off of a 2021 where it was so high, I think it could be for people to see him in this category. It might be like, why is he that low? Mm-hmm. Well, there might be a little bit of an understanding there.
I can see that.
How do you feel about these? Any names here for you? Joey Votto.
I love Joey Votto.
I love Joey Votto.
I just love Joey Votto. I'm like, just for his personality and who he is, like
another name.
I could put him up.
Another name, by the way, which I felt like I'm glad I clarified earlier, because Joey Votto's elite. Joey Votto, in my opinion, is a Hall of Famer, and he's an elite person. And I think before last year, he was in a higher category, which was probably really good, borderline, almost elite.
Yeah.
Big step back last year, tough injury, getting older. This could be a big bounce back year for him. I know he's putting in a lot of work. He's going to come back healthy.
Yeah.
I think last year maybe he wasn't quite as healthy.
Oh, definitely not.
So I think this year he's going to start in the pretty solid territory heading into the year, and we'll see where we go.
I feel like Trey Mancini can kind of do the same. Obviously, 2021 Comeback Player of the Year. He's a World Series champ, and now with a new organization with the Cubs. Again, fresh start, new organization. You're coming in as that veteran, just won a World Series. I feel like good things can come for him as well.
I agree. He's a guy that could move up very quickly. You know, this is I have to take into account what he did at the end of last year, right? Which wasn't be great for the Astros, and then really struggled in the playoffs. But I think Trey Mancini is a pretty solid to good first baseman. And my categories that I had to deal with, which I implemented, so I can't blame anybody but myself, is really good and pretty solid. I think Trey Mancini's good. From what we have to go off of, I think Trey Mancini is a good first baseman. Okay. Is he really good? I think there's an argument he could get there, but as of right now, I think Trey Mancini is a pretty solid first baseman.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Great.
Yeah.
This last one, I put in a lot of thought for the name for this one.
What?
And I settled on the rest.
Oh, everybody else.
So everybody else. Everybody I didn't mention is in the rest category. Okay. I do want to highlight one name here, and it's a name near and dear to my heart as a Tigers fan, as a Tigers former employee, as a Tigers, I'll forever root for them. I have a ton of friends in that organization, and Spencer Torkelson is a friend of the pod, and I believe Spencer Torkelson could be a great in the game of baseball. But as of right now, I don't have anything at all to go off of besides last year. And Torkelson last year hit 203 with 8 homers. So I couldn't put him anywhere. No. But he could very, very quickly slide up the list. But to start the year, Torque is in this list. But I just wanted to acknowledge that I love him, and I hope he does really well, and I hope he becomes a Hall of Famer one day.
Oh, you should just clip that, tag him, send it to him, be like, rooting for you, buddy.
I am rooting for Torque.
I know.
Everybody loves Torque, I think. I don't know. So that's first base.
I like it.
We're done with first base. That's the tiers. We're going to have a graphic that comes out, every week when we do this, every position. So stay tuned. I don't know where we're going next week. We started with first base. So
I mean, you're making the rules here. So you just round the bases?
We'll probably go to second base next, right?
We'll
That makes sense.
round the bases.
And then we'll end up at pitcher or catcher, then pitcher, and then DH. I don't know.
The outfield.
We'll go to second.
Outfield's gonna
second
be
base
wild.
will be next year. Oh, God. Outfield's going to be wild.
I can't wait.
But that's first base tiers.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.